to win. It's not a win we should be very excited about because of the manner in which we played. Another school of thought to say, listen, that doesn't matter. It's just about getting the win. Should we be worried about the manner in which the Black Stars approached that game against Panama, a team who a lot of people will say, listen, you should go out there and look to beat?
Well, whatever they say, a win is a win. And whichever way the win comes, you can play so well, and then you end up going home with 0. Like, somebody will say Panama dominated us in the first half. And then what was the end result? It was Ghana who did what mattered most. But on the game as a whole, I'm sure when the technical team goes back and then they want to review the game, if they watch the game carefully, these 3 players don't deserve to start our next game against England. Starting with captain Jordan Ayew, a player I have defended all my life. Anybody who knows me knows my stance with the Ayews. I call them brothers because they are my kid brothers. But truth be told, if we really want to move to the next stage of the competition, Jordan, the coach, experienced as he is, he needs to sit down with the captain, have a word with him, and tell him that, listen, you are still the captain of the team. We want to move the team to the next level. And by doing so, you don't get to start the games most often. You would come in as and when we feel we need you to come and hold on to play. Because we have a team that has a lot of, having said about Jordan, the next player who had no business even getting selection into this Black Star team was Kamaldeen Suleiman. Guy has been awful.
Actually, somebody told me that a one-legged Joseph Paintel is better than Kamaldeen Suleiman.
I don't want to do the Joseph Paintel thing because it's annoying, okay? That we want to build a national team. We have a player who is one of the best in the MLS, and we choose to neglect him. What has been the contribution of Kamaldeen to this Black Stars team ever since he made his appearance for the team? The guy forgot about how to play football the moment he left Stade Rennais. And he has been on the decline. From the moment he left Stade Rennais, the guy has been on the decline. We saw him at Southampton. We've seen him at Atalanta, where he was supposed to be a direct replacement for Ademola Lookman, who left to Atletico Madrid. What has been his contribution? It's 0. It's 1 or 2 goals he got in the for Atalanta, and the rest sometimes he's on the bench and doesn't get to play. The other player I seriously want to talk about is Enes Nuama. I would take a fully fit Enes Nuama to the World Cup. But this is a player who was just coming back from an ACL injury. He's been out for like 12 months. That's a whole year without football. He's a player. He understands what ACL means. Most players do not even recover to be themselves again after ACL.
The likes of Michael Essien, etc.
You understand? So when a player is coming back from ACL and has played only 3 games, you put all his minutes together, they are less than 40.
32 minutes.
32 minutes. How does he get a spot in our World Cup team? How?
And a starter as well.
Then on top of it, he came on against Wales, proved something. I still told people that I don't think the guy should have made the team. A fully fit Nuama on any day, I will take him. But looking at where he was coming from, it was a gamble. We started him and he didn't complete one single take on. He did not until he was substituted. If you know Enes Nuama very well, his biggest weapon is his pace and his take-ons. The reason why we put him there, he couldn't do it. So, Nuama, Kamaldeen, Jordan, these are the players who made us to struggle so well in the first half. That's why Panama had, because Kamaldeen was supposed to be part of the midfield that was supposed to control the game. He was not seen going forward, neither was he seen doing defensive duties. So he has no space. And that guy, I'm told when you go to the Stars training grounds, if you're a coach, you will fail him to play.
So he only does well at
training. So clearly, he's a training horse. He will impress you at the training. People said from last week they knew Kamaldeen will start the game. Because when you see him at the training, is something else.
In budget.
But having seen him in a game situation, it's clear that he is not somebody who can help us if we really want to move forward.
But we saw him against Wales. He had no impact.
Exactly.
After that game.
But I'm told that, look, after the Wales game, if you've been to the Stars training ground, you will feel him as a coach. So maybe the coach wanted to give him benefit of doubt. He's done that, and everybody has seen. I'm sure the technical team, right from the head coach to everybody on the bench, saw that Kamaldeen was zero in that game. So clearly, we'll be having Partey coming back. People are saying we don't change a winning team. I disagree. It depends
on the position.
Because if Partey had not had issues with the Canadian visa, he would have started this game.
And obviously, it's an upgrade on Elisha.
So, Partey is a starter in this team. If due to circumstances he could not go to Canada, then when we are back to America, he starts.
Automatically, yeah.
So Partey, I would want to see Partey in the midfield paired with Caleb Irechi. And I'm sure Brandon Thomas Asante has shown us why he plays for Coventry City and why he scored over 12 goals in the championship this season for Coventry to qualify and win the championship. Because the pace with which he went to take that ball, most players will not get there.
Someone who will have even faked to fall.
When he got into the 18, his composure, he could have drifted the ball and tried to place it. But he was waiting for Semenyo and Caleb to arrive. That's the hallmark of a team player. He was not selfish.
He did it the first time.
He didn't say, this is my chance. Let me score. And then maybe I'll be a starter. He looked for the right moment, put the ball in there for Caleb Irenchi to finish. For me, that's the hallmark of a team player. I want to see him play against England. I want to see Partey against England. I want to see Fatau Isahaku start against England.
But what did you make of Fatau Isahaku being started on the right side of attack? It's not a position he's familiar with.
No, that one, it depends on the players. That's where the professionalism comes in. Because when you are operating in a certain area and then you think that those plays, you cannot function, you need to swap with your fellow mates who's playing the other side. Then it's part of the game. That one, you don't need the coach to even instruct you. That's for coast players, Division 1 players that you need to be shouting on them. But to this level, look at Semenyo. As soon as he saw that Bukari came there, he moved to the middle to come and play the number 10. And the second half that Jordan went off, now you saw the three top, the spearheads were very, very sharp. And about Champions issue that we are talking about, he did it the first one.
He went to the right, brought a ball.
And then brought the ball. And he wanted to score. He tried and then the keeper blocked it. So the second one, as you are saying, for that one, he took the right composure and then he gave the pass. For them, even it could have been a deflection. Looking at the opponent, the sliding that he brought in, could have been a deflection and then it will have ended up in a goal. And where he's coming from, you know, England, they also support or believe in assist. Way back, this guy, he can't score every time he's assisting. Now we count the assist. Now Messi is around 400 assists and all that. So now that one too is included. And like my boss said, he showcased a team player nature, in the game.
Amazing. One area of concern going into the World Cup, Eric, was the centre-back positions. Jiko is out, Salisu is out. But then enter Jonas Ajeti. Shout out to Abigail Senasusu. And
American woman.
Yes. Jonas Ajeti and Jerome Opoku. How monumental were Jonas Ajeti won 100% of his aerial duels in that particular game. Did their performance surprise you?
Have you seen his height? Guy is so tall. He's tall.
I met him in Switzerland.
Jonas is about 6'2" or 6'3".
Wow.
And so for that height, you can't be missing aerial duels. You need to win them. But let's not forget, we played against a team that did not pose a lot of threat to us. We are going to come up against a team that will come out blazing. The likes of Harry Kane, Anthony Gordon, Noni Madueke, or Bukayo Saka. Any of them who gets to start on the right. Whether Saka starts or Madueke starts.
Saka didn't start the first game.
Madueke started. That's what I'm saying. Whoever gets to start on the right is going to. We are going to face a lot of trickery on the flanks with the goal monster himself, Harry Kane. So this is where the test is going to come in. This is where composure is needed. Jerome, I trust him with composure. But My problem has to do with Jonas. You saw how he was just ballooning the balls. Yes, a much improved performance from the previous games against Austria and Germany, where he committed back-to-back, I think, penalties or so.
Yeah.
Against Austria, it was much better. Okay? Then we are back into the World Cup. But anytime he comes under a little bit of pressure, he's not able to keep the ball. Then
He balloons.
it's the typical local kind of football. Bosim. Then he balloons the ball. See, when we are under pressure and you keep ballooning the ball, we will come under pressure more. Because the moment the ball goes, they will take control and start attacking you again. He played very well. I don't see the coach changing him. And if he's going to change him, what are the options on the bench?
Kojo
Pompepra, fantastic. I really wanted to see him start, but coach has other ideas. The technical team have other ideas. I think he's a much more calm and a cool ball-playing centre-back who can play as a DM as well.
So and even a left back.
Yeah, so
and
you need such a character against England because they are going to fly a lot of long balls. And in your attempt to win the balls, when you are not careful and you play against the likes of Kane and Co, he will easily stand and let you commit an error that will lead into a penalty. So the game against England needs a lot of cool heads at the back. If for the first game, so far as they did not concede, then they did the needful.
Yeah.
But like I said, who were the attackers of Panama? What was their pedigree?
Waterman.
You understand?
Do you know Waterman?
What is his pedigree?
Cecilio Waterman.
You see? What is his pedigree? You are coming up against one of the top goal scorers in the world.
Yeah.
In the world. He scored a brace against Croatia.
Sure.
We are not scaring anybody. But this is the reality we are going to face.
Grounds, yeah.
And so you need people with cool head. And that is why we do not need players who will slow down the game. Because the English team that I saw against Croatia, at the back, they are very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Ezra Konsa is playing alongside John Stones.
Yeah, I mean, against Croatia, John Stones was on the backside.
He's not played that much the whole of the season.
And Reece James, if you stretch him,
he's injury prone. You can imagine Brandon Thomas Asante on the left against Reece James, and they put a ball and he pushes the ball. He will go and leave him.
Yeah.
You can imagine Fatawu Isako taking on O'Reilly. James, look, he will do a decent job with O'Reilly. And I'm just imagining Semenyo running through that line, that middle with John Stones and Konsa.
Yeah,
it will cause them a lot of problems.
And Partey playing against Wright, a player he knows very well.
Yeah. Too well. Yeah. A player who understudied him at Arsenal. Yeah. So clearly, with Irenchi giving the cover and allowing Partey free space to be able to send those long balls to the flanks, listen, we will cause the English a lot of problems. The other thing is that when they start sending the ball long, where we may face the challenges, left back, whoever plays against Madueke or Saka, that is going to be a challenge. We need to double up, especially whoever is going to play on the left flank must always return to assist either Gideon or Baba or whoever is starting at left back. Else, it will be problematic. It's going to be the same with the right back. Anthony Gordon against whoever, Senaya, the one who is playing there, must double up.
But people say Anthony Gordon, for example, he's athletic, but he's not productive.
If you allow him, he will score. He may not be. If you say he's not productive, I disagree. Because Gordon scored a lot of goals in the Champions League. He has scored a lot for Newcastle. And he's very tricky as well. Yeah. So if you say he's not productive and you give him a lot of space and he goes into the 18, you may probably foul him. And that will be a penalty and Harry Kane will not miss from that spot.
And it can even be a decoy.
So we don't need to just allow them that space to play. We can, look, if there is a game I am confident about, it is the game against England. I said it in the studio here, before even the World Cup kicked off. But we just need to get the right personnel and get the tactics right on the day.
Talking about tactics, before Otuado departed, he said we didn't have a right back.
Otto?
Yes, he said we didn't have a right back.
Otto, look, after what Marvin Senaya has done in the last two games, against Wales and against Panama, let's bring Otuado back to Ghana and sack him again.
Eric, is that something you can do? Well,
You mean he need a resack?
Yeah.
We need to resack him.
Because Eric, this man looked us in the face.
Yeah.
Look at this man, his beard and everything, and told us that
We don't have
a right back. Marvin Sanaya was sitting on the bench. Didn't get a single minute.
And he was playing Caleb Irenchi
There.
at right back.
And it shows clearly that Caleb wasn't that comfortable at that position. And Caleb have given a test case that where he was supposed to be played, that's not where he was playing. So he couldn't give his best. But for this game, Caleb, I mean, we even with his height,
Even with an early yellow card.
early yellow
in the
card.
16th minute.
And I'm even coming there because when the card came, he showed a certain kind of professionalism, maturity. He started managing his tackles and all that. And you know, it's not common in players, especially at that higher speed. For me, my problem, one is from we not playing match-friendly games. It really affected the beginning of the game. Because you can see from the opponent that they've playing against
Panama
Brazil.
they played a lot of games.
Yeah.
Even South
Playing
Africa, they
against-
played them twice.
And
just to
playing
have a feel of how the African game looks like.
Yeah. And they look more like Africans.
Yeah.
They don't have even one white.
Yeah.
You can see them that, these are guys who are having our physique, everything that we have. And when they were warming up, that was where I was like, can these people play us? But when we started, you can see that they came with a certain system. Soak them with a 3-back. And then they open up, load the middle, the flanks too. They are always on the line.
I think they're playing wing backs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Their number 2, I've forgotten his name, was the one making a lot of the overlapping runs. Yeah.
So even with this 3-back, and the flanks that we are having, being speedsters, we should have taken advantage of them. But Jordan was rather bringing the ball back, slowing. It's like a car which has at that pace, and then you keep lowering the gears for it. That was what Jordan was doing. We are not saying that he's not a good player. No, we can't take that one away. He's a good player, but he needs to understand that where we have read now, like Eric said, he needs to be spoken to.
But is there some addiction in the shirts? Because you've played for the Black Stars. You've played 5 times for the Black Stars. Is it the addiction of just donning the shirt and not putting the team first before yourself?
We have.
Every player wants to play for
Yeah, but first you need to put the nation first. That I want to sacrifice for my nation. Then the stardom and everything follows. Look at Messi. Look at the humbleness that he's applying into the Argentine team. I see sometimes, even if he's going to be... But let's applaud Jordan. The Jordan we knew, when the substitution came, I was watching what will happen. Whether he's going to, react or something. But you can see how calm he was. And you can see he understood that things were not going right for him. Because he lost almost all the balls that came to him. Almost all the balls that came to him. So if sometimes we players, when things are not going well, we even wish to be subbed. But the level that we have gotten to, you cannot force for a sub unless they change you. So I would say Jordan played, a perfect role by subbing, and then he reacted so good. Yeah.
Amazing stuff. But Eric, talking about Messi before you go on, he set a record this year. He's the first player to have played with a